Alright, so we back with another video. Today, we gonna be giving y'all the best big man, best center builds, best back end builds, best popper builds, whatever you wanna call it, whatever you like. We're gonna have a build in this video for you. We're gonna go over 2 insides. We're gonna be going over 2 big man builds. I guess poppers. Word. 2 shooters, 2 builds that can shoot, 2 other builds that's still gonna be insides. That's the best way to say it. We're gonna be going over 4 builds in this video. If y'all do want more videos like this, I do plan on giving y'all the rankings builds for the locks, for the guards, for stretch bigs. I plan on giving y'all for all the builds that I do plan on. But I'm done with the builds, the big man builds. Even though I'm gonna be giving y'all another inside soon. And there's gonna be a video or a build in this video that I probably won't drop a video on, that I'm gonna throw in this video, that I think is one of the best insides. So if y'all do want more of these, just make sure to like. Y'all been showing support to the builds, the NAEs. It's up to y'all what y'all want. Just show the support, like, subscribe, all that good stuff out the way. Let's hop into it. Alright, hopping into it. When it comes to the build, hand and number, it doesn't really matter to you. We gonna go through these a little bit faster than when I do a dedicated build video, but at the same time, you kind of understand. Power forward, 6'7". I'm gonna give y'all a bigger build for like the poppers, but this is gonna be the popper build. Now I do have an inside that's gonna be dropping soon, but I know a lot of people gonna be like, I don't know if I can make an inside this short. So I'm gonna just let that be its own little dedicated video that I will be dropping soon. That is honestly, in my opinion, the best in the game in terms of attributes. But let's show you guys. 6'7", 263, and then 7'3". Now this is gonna be a version of this build I've never dropped. I ain't even make this. It's better than what I made, because when I made this video or build, it was way early in the year. That's the perks of making a build later in the year, because it's gonna be stuff that we know that you're gonna be able to find out that we didn't get to know at that point in time. Simple as that. So let's hop into it. We can go finishing all the way down. I know how y'all probably think defense is the most important. We ain't gonna do it like that. So first things first, we just gonna have a 73 driving up so we can have posterizer. You'll see how we gonna get the posterizer later, because we obviously gonna have a 65 plus vertical. Simple as that. But to go alongside that, we're gonna have a 72 standing dunk. Now if I did go about it the regular way I usually make my build, I go like 84 driving up with a 40 standing dunk, and just really do my standing dunk more so off of my driving dunk tendency, because I'm gonna do cuts or rolls. But that's not what we're doing here. We're doing 73. We're doing 73 driving dunk, 72 standing dunk, and that's pretty much just what it is. Now to go alongside that, we got post control. Post control, we're gonna be going up to 59. That's gonna be more so because of the strength, not because of anything else. Simple as that. Now to go alongside that, 3 ball, we're gonna be going up to 72 3 ball, 72 3 ball. That's just what we do. If you want higher 3 ball, cat burger, you can get that to 77. If you did go get it to 73 like I did on my 6'6", which is kind of the reason why I did go 73, you can get +5 on that. Now you have set shot specialist silver. You go max badge +1, you can get that gold. But you cannot do that with this build. It's just simple as that. 72, you will be able to shoot with this though. You just gotta find your jump shot, and I got a jump shot for this exact build on the channel. Just go look at the jump shot video, go to swings. You're gonna see the ball mirror, and you're gonna see all the stuff I put with it. So yeah, just make sure that you got that, and you'll be fine. Now, with that being said, the thing that's gonna be a little underrated, the pass accuracy. If you're not having an 89, I don't really see the utmost importance of going too high on pass accuracy. But I do think pass accuracy is important. But if you're not getting Tyrese, it's not like it's gonna bail you out. I think Tyrese is just the best one, or you're going none, and none you can get with any rating of pass accuracy. So at that point, I'm going for a badge. So 71, 78. I can understand 75 for bigs because of break starter. But for the most part, I would probably go 78. After 71, I wouldn't do anything after that until I go to 89 or 85. But that's just what I do. So I'm gonna go 71 on this one. Then speed with ball, we're gonna change that later. Now when it comes to the defense, we're gonna actually have an 84 block. That's just gonna be to get high flying and 9 paint patrolling, but you'll see how we got that later. Then when it comes to steal, we're gonna be going 94 steal. Then for the defense, I was finna make it like it was a lot. We're gonna go 85 for the defense so that we can have the challenger, the on-ball minutes and stuff like that, so we can switch. This is what makes the 6'7" better than pretty much any other build I'm gonna show, is the versatility from the steal, the perimeter defense. It just is what it is. And then when it comes to the interior defense, you are gonna have a 82 interior defense so that you can be able to have post lockdown. Now to go alongside that, the rebound, I actually went for on this build. I actually went 91 because obviously I'm gonna go +5 and I'm gonna be able to get that Hall of Fame rebound chaser. That's the first one I'm gonna do. And then to go alongside that on my offensive rebound, I'm actually gonna have a 70. Now, a lot of people like going the opposite way. The thing is, if you do it, a lot of people like going about doing it the opposite way. If you do it the opposite way, you raise the close shot, which is gonna be more expensive, but you won't be able to have a 91 or a 96 defense rebound. So the stuff that you're getting from the badge, you're just not getting from offensive rebound. So yeah, 91 defense rebound, you ain't even able to get 91 on this build. You're only able to get it up to 87. So doing that just doesn't really make sense. So we did go 70 so that we can have rebound. But like I say all the time, the badge is more important. Now, when it comes to the physicals, we're gonna have an 85 speed. To go alongside the speed, we're gonna have a 76 agility. To go alongside the agility, we're gonna have a 94 strength. So we're gonna have a 94 strength, 76 agility, 85 speed. Then to go alongside that, we're gonna have an 85 vertical. And that's going to be the build, top to bottom, where you got the finishing, the shooting, where you probably want more. But I ain't gonna lie, you go +5 on the strength, +5 on the rebound, and it's gonna be one of the best bigs in the game. Simple as that. Now, when it comes to Similar 2 Shades of, we can go through this a little fast because I gotta get into some other builds. But with that being said, Josh Smith, Scotty Barnes, PJ Washington, the build comes out as a switchable lockdown defender, which is one of the best names in the game, especially for a big man build. Now, if you want to make a true big man build, the big man build that would dominate the other big, that everybody gonna be like, but my 7'1" would dominate that build. My 7 foot would dominate that build. This is gonna be that build for you if you want to make one of those. So 7'1" is gonna be the height we're gonna go with. Hand and number, it don't really matter. I think if you go with a left hand on all your other builds, go left hand. I go right hand on all my builds, so I go right hand. If you do twist that up, it will not be the same accordingly. So that's just what it is. Now, when it comes to the height or position, you want to be center. Height, I'm gonna be 7'1". You seen when I made the 6'7", it was power forward. When I make the 7'1", it's center. I understand that the height advantage is a height advantage. It's a real deal. Everybody not gonna have the skill to really try to guard a 7'1" with the 6'7", especially when you look at all the stats I'm gonna get on my 7'1". Simple as that. So 243, 7'6" wingspan. Now, when it comes to this build, there's a lot of things on this build that honestly, when I first made it, there's some things that you don't need and there's some things that you do need, and it just is what it is. But let's just go ahead and hop into it. Hopping into it. First things first, I want to do is standing dunk. You probably gonna be like, this is a build that's gonna be able to shoot. So obviously, it's not gonna have high finishing. That's not true. We're gonna go up here to a 94 standing dunk. If you want to go +1 on it, you are able to have Hall of Fame rise up. That's one out the way. Now, when it comes to the driving dunk, we are gonna have 73 driving dunk, just like we did on the last one, so that you can have posterizer. So you taking like a 20+ jump on standing dunk while having the same driving dunk as a shorter view. Then to go alongside that, you're gonna have an 80 close shot, and then to go alongside that, you're gonna have a 65 post control. So all that gonna come to having really good finishing on a build that's gonna be able to shoot the way this build is gonna be able to shoot, because you're gonna have a 85 mid-range on the build with a 79 mid-range or 3-ball. Then when it comes to the free throw, so that you can play 5v5 on it, because there are gonna be times people be like, man, let's foul him because he's killing us. You have an 83 free throw, so you can knock down free throws as well. I said on the last one, either you're gonna go 71 for me, 78, but for this one we are gonna go 75, just so we can be able to have the break starter and stuff like that. That just is what it is to me. What I would do on this one, you could try to finagle some things to get 78. You could just lower this to get some other things higher. But that's just what I did when I made this build. Now, when it comes to making the interior defense, we're gonna go up to an 84. Perimeter defense, we're gonna max that out. Then when it comes to steal, we're gonna max that out. Then to go alongside the driving dunk, we're gonna go up to a 93. Now, the reason why we did go 84 interior defense already is because when we go 93 on our block, we can actually get that up +4. And with that going up +4, we're able to have 97 blocking with Hall of Fame paint patrol. Hopefully that's understood. That's what we did it for. Now, to go alongside that, I'm actually gonna do this later. We're gonna do our speed max. We're gonna do our strength max. We're gonna do our vertical max. So right here, you got options. You're either gonna go 94 offensive rebound, which you can't do. It's more expensive. which is why I go 94 defense rebound. What you can do, and it's less expensive. So people that's gonna be like, why did you not go up? Because of that. That's why I didn't do it. So you're gonna get that defense rebound. You're gonna be able to have legend rebound chaser with that +5 from the cap breaker. You can go up on cap breaker for the standing dunk. But bro, for the most part, a lot of things that you see on the screen, pretty much what it is. If I did go higher on the weight to get more strength, I would have lost way more stuff on speed. And I feel like losing stuff on speed at the same time of gaining on strength, it just wasn't going to be really worth it. So that's just really what I ended up doing. That's going to be the build, top to bottom. In my opinion, in terms of the big builds, that's probably the best build in the game. There's certain things you can tweak here and there. You probably could try to make it to have higher mid-range, but if you go higher mid-range, you lose wingspan. It's a lot of different things you got to take and give on these taller builds when you're trying to make builds that can shoot. So that's just what it was, and that's just the balance of everything. Two-way, 3-level scoring threat. At the beginning of the year, when you was seeing this name a lot, you pretty much knew it was a good build. Two-way, 3-level scoring threat, two-way, 3-level shot creator, two-way, 3-level playmaker. Bro, anything that comes out with two-way, 3-level, it just means it's probably really good all-around build pretty much in this game. But yeah, they just throw that on a lot of builds, so it kind of is annoying. I can understand it. But yeah, that's the name, that's the build. Those are the two shooting bigs. Let's get into the two insides. All right, now hopping into it for the two insides. Now, this is actually a build I already dropped as well, like the other two, but the first one I dropped it, but it's an updated, better version of the one I dropped. Now, when it comes to this build, name, number, hand is up to you. If you go with a certain hand every single time, I would do that every single time, but I'm gonna go with the same hand and number I go with every single time. Then when it comes to the build, center, 7 foot. When it comes to the weight, you're gonna go down to 240. Then when it comes to the wingspan, you're gonna go 7'6". Simple as that. Now, this is the inside, so when we going over the finishing, it's gonna make sense. We're gonna have a 90 standing dunk, lower than we had on the popper, yes, but we are gonna have a 90. Now, to go alongside that, we're going to have an 87 driving dunk. That's going to be content dunks potentially, but we are going to have them because we're going to have enough vertical. Then to go alongside that, we're going to have, actually, we're not changing anything else here. We're going to have an alternative of it, like I said, which is going to be shorter, but it's going to have much higher layup for the people that do want layup on the inside, but that's just what it is. Now, to go alongside that, we do have a 77 post control. And that's pretty much the finishing that we have on this build. We pretty much more so went for dunking than we did layups, but I understand that dunking is on this game, so we are going to have an alternative for the people that want that. Now, free throw, we are going to have a 60 free throw. 60. That's just what it is. Then to go alongside that, we are going to have a 78. Now, I do feel like having needle threader, or I guess versatile visionary, is just more important on these insides than it is on the poppers, because the ball is going to be in your hands more, in my experience. You can do more with the ball in your hands as well, so it's just necessary. So you have the post control that's going to be higher, and you're going to have the ball handle in speed ball. And the reason why we do go 60 speed balls, just so we can have certain dribble styles that you just wouldn't have on the other two builds. Now, when it comes to the defense, you're going to have a 84 interior. Then when it comes to the perimeter defense, we're going to have a 6 max perimeter defense, max steal. Then to go to the block, just like we did on the last one, we are going to have a 93. You can go +4 on that to get the paint patroller even higher with that cat breaker. Now, when it comes to this one, we did defensive rebound on the 7'1", but on the 7 foot, instead of going defensive rebound, just to show you guys, actually, let's see if it's actually cheaper. But yeah, 71 speed, 89 strength, 84 vert. So we did go max on all these except for agility, which will not be touched. But let's see. Will it be cheaper to go defensive rebound? So you can get defensive rebound, but the thing is, you only gonna have a 69. If we was to go offensive rebound, I'm supposed to be able to do both. I think something rose too much. This rose too much. So yeah, we can do it. It isn't cheaper, but the reason why it's not cheaper is because our defensive rebound goes higher. That's just what it is. It's more directly connected than the offensive rebound is to the defensive rebound. So that's why it is not cheaper. But at the same time, it's better to do it this way because we're getting more for the defensive rebound than we are getting for the offensive rebound. Now, if you did want to go 94, maybe you can raise your offensive rebound. It really does depend on what you value more, the defensive rebound or the offensive rebound. At the end of the day, you are going to have legend rebound chaser when you get that +5 cat breaker to your rebound. You can go another 4 to your block, and now you have Hall of Fame paint patroller, which is going to be very good. And yeah, that is the first inside, top to bottom. Very, very good inside. You have ability to create for yourself. You have a really good ability to play pick and roll. You have a really good dunking ability. You have contact dunks. You have blocking ability. Not much more you would really want. I think you probably want more strength, but it's hard to get everything on these builds this year. Shaq, anything that has Shaq in it that's an inside, I would say 9 times out of 10 is a good big man build. And that's the build. Defensive anchor. And yeah, that's going to be the first inside. And then last but not least, last build we're going to be going over in this video. The inside that I haven't shown. The only build, well, I guess I didn't show the 6-7, but I guess we didn't have 2 builds that we've never shown before. But I guess the other one was really more of an update. But let's not reflect on that too much. Hand and numbers up to you. Let's just get into it. Now, when it comes to making this, it really depends. Do you think 6'10" is too short to be up center? I don't. So we're going to make it 6'10". Weight. There's another reason why you probably would make it different. Now, when I made it, I did make it power forward because I was trying to make a certain person in the league, which you'll probably understand when you look at it. But 6'10", 228, 7'6" wingspan, that's just what it is. Now, when it comes to making this build, it's going to be a very, very big difference because we're going to start it off with the layup. We're going to have a 90 layup. When I'm on my D-Way build, one of the most fun things about that build is the layups. The layups I can do on that build are insane. Just to say that, it is insane. Then to go alongside that, yes, you have contact dunks. 87 driving dunk. To go alongside that, yes, you do have a standing dunk ability with 72. Will you have contact dunks on the standings? No. But yeah, you will have it. That's one thing that I didn't really mention when I went over the 7'1" and the 7 foot. You do have big man contact dunks on those, so I don't want that to be forgotten. But yeah, this is pretty much the interior part of it. You have driving dunk, driving layup. Whenever you do have the possibility of doing a standing dunk, you do have rise up for that. But for the most part, you're going to be really good at the interior and finishing. Now, free throw, you're only going to have a 57, not a 60. It's not going to be good regardless if it's a 57 or a 60. It's just what it is. Then to go inside that, we have a 75, and we have max ball handle. But one thing that's going to be underrated about this is not only are we going to have a 60 speed ball, we're going to have a 68, and that's going to get us lightning launch bronze. And I'm telling y'all, going from having nothing to bronze on a lot of these badges on this game is a pretty big deal. So that's just what it is. Now, to go alongside that, interior defense, we're going to go up to a 77. Block, we're going to go up to a 93. Now, you probably would be like, bro, you could have got that higher. There was no point. And that's why I did go 84 on the other ones off rip, because if you do want to go +4 here, you can. It's no point because you have to have 84, and that's a 7 difference. So it's no point. So we just saved on that. One thing that I would say is a big difference from the last one. You have a 99 potential on the last one on the offensive rebound. You only have an 88. Now, you could go 88 here, or you could go higher, but we'll show you guys how you could do that for video references, just because we did it on the other ones. So we have 77, then we have 71, then we have an 84, then we have an 83. So 83 is what we have here, and then to go alongside all of that, we're gonna have steal up to a 73, just so that we can be able to get in the lanes and stuff like that. And then we have a 72 here, just so we can play good defense. So this is pretty much the build. But say for instance, if you did want to make it the defense rebound way, you're not saving that much. So that's why I did on this one comparison to the 7'1" go offensive rebound. And yes, before the videos, I did make sure. I just want to make sure y'all see that for yourself, so y'all don't have to ask the question. It's simple as that. Just shown in the video, just to give y'all even more depth. But yeah, that's pretty much the other inside. This is just more layup, better finishing. Is it going to be as good rebounding? No. And another reason why I did like going offensive rebound instead of defensive rebound on the inside is because you're going to be on the inside much more on the inside than you would be on a popper, because there's going to be a lot of times you're just on the three-point line that you're just not going to be on the three-point line as much if you're on the inside. It's just simple. It's not complicated. It's simple. But yeah, really solid steal, really solid perimeter defense. You don't really get on-ball minutes, but for the most part, you're going to be really solid all around on this build. It's just that simple. Only thing you can't do is shoot. It's simple as that. Now, Jalen Duren, Daniel Gafford, and again, like I said, if you make it inside and you get Shaq, you probably did something right. We got Shaq again, comes out as a rim protector. Those are going to be the best big man builds in the game. 2 insides, 2 big men. Like I said, I will be giving y'all an inside version of the 6'7" coming soon. The reason why it's not in this video is because I know a lot of you are going to be like, 6'7" inside, that's a little short. but I want to make sure I go deep in detail on that. I didn't go as deep in detail on a lot of these builds as I could because it's all together, and majority of these already dropped videos on. And I probably won't be doing a video on that last one, so that's why I did try to go a little deeper detail on that one compared to the other ones. But for the most part, if y'all do want more of these, make sure to like the video. This is the first ranking build video of the year. We will be doing guards. We'll be doing all different type of ranking things this year though, not just builds. So yeah, if y'all do want more, like the video. I wanted to make sure we get this out before we get to ranking all the animations for layups, because that will be coming soon. Y'all do want these videos, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff out the way, man. Without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz. I'm out there, man.
I got digital dash, came right with a I walk in the store and I bought the stock. I hide in the bins and pull off the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!